What's up YouTube, it's your boy 8up Sports, and today I'm doing another story time video, and this time it's going to be about when I was banned from Panera. So let's get straight to it. Alright, so let's get this story started. So it was a regular day, it's about a few days before spring break, and me and Marcus are chilling. We're like, yo, we're bored, so let's go to Atomic, because at the time Atomic was like the main hangout. Everybody would be there on like Saturdays for teen night. It would always be lit. We played dodgeball. We try to do like crazy flips, like triple flips and like 360 backflips and all this crazy stuff. Like at the time it was like, if you got the crazy flips, you're tough. Like that's just what you do. Like it was lit. So we were just doing flips and whatnot. And, usually after we do flips, like we take a break or something, we go get food. Like we were literally addicted to Atomic at the time. Like we'd literally go to Atomic, get food, and then we'd come back and jump. Like it was crazy. Like we just go there so much. And so after we were done at Atomic, it was like kind of late, but we finished around like 7, and we're like, we could go back later for like the teen night or whatever, but we didn't know for sure. But like we went to Panera, and so Panera's in this town center near where my house is, and like basically everyone would go to this Panera to like hang out. So people would always be in there just like loitering, and like there'd always be like hundreds of middle school kids just like chilling, like doing stupid stuff and like blasting music and like all types of stupid stuff. So anytime people walked into Panera, like you'd get like, I don't know, I guess the manager would be like sus, but like there would be like 100 people in there, and only 9 people would be buying something, because all the people in there would be middle school kids messing around. So like they started to crack down, and if like people were to walk in, like a big group of people, like say if a group of like 8 kids walk in and they sit down in Panera, they like get kicked out. So like the manager was like not cool at all. He would just kick people out for no reason. So like I was saying before, so after Atomic, we're tired, hungry, and it's freezing cold outside. So we literally run from Atomic after jumping to the parking lot where the car is, get in, turn that heating on full blast, and we're just sitting in there because it's so cold. Like it's freezing. It's like before spring break, and at the time it was like 30 degrees and it was like freezing cold. So we drive the car to the town center, because we're like, if we go to the town center, we'll probably see someone we know. Like there's always people there. We'll go to Harris Teeter, maybe see someone. Like usually if you go to the town center, you see someone. Like most of the time, like if you go to the town center, you'll see someone that you either know, or someone like someone's brother or someone's mom, or like you'll just see someone you've like at least seen before. Like it's just like a really local area. Like everyone who lived in like the Lansdowne, Ashburn, Leesburg area would like be there all the time. So we drive from Atomic to Panera. We pull up to the parking lot, and we're just chilling in front of like Harris Teeter. So we go into Harris Teeter. I think we might have got some candy or something. We come out and we're like, yo, let's just go to Panera. So it's freezing cold. So again, we literally sprint from Harris Teeter to Panera, because like it's too cold to be standing outside. Like it's butt naked, freezing cold. And we get into Panera, and like we're like, our hands are like literally feel like stiff rocks. So we just like sit down and like in the corner, and we're just like blowing our hands because it's so cold, like trying to warm up. So we talked for like maybe like a minute, like, yo, like it was cold, like yeah, Atomic was fun, blah blah blah. I don't know what we were talking about. We were just talking, and then I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna get cinnamon crunch bagel, or cinnamon toast, whatever it's called, cinnamon bagel and mac and cheese. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. So I was about to get up and go get it, and I turned to my left. I felt like the presence of someone. I turned back, and I see this like skinny, fraily, like tall white dude dressed up in like the Panera manager like attire. And he looks like Slender Man. Like this dude is creepy, and he has like one of those like, he has like a gay guy voice, but it's like super, super deep. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but he is like, he's just one of those voices. Like it was just putrid. So this guy's like, I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to leave the store now if you're not buying anything. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, no, I'm going to buy a bagel and mac and cheese now. And then he was like, no, no, you guys have to leave now. I was like, what? I was like, leave for what? I'm buying food. He was like, no, you guys have to leave this minute. I was like, nah, it's straight, don't worry, I'll go get food, no problem. So I walked past him, and I guess he didn't have anything to say. He just kind of like froze because he saw that I was actually gonna go buy food. Because I literally showed him my debit card. I was like, yo, like I'm about to go buy food right now. So I went to the register and I was like talking to the guy. I was like, yo, so let me get a cinnamon crunch bagel and some mac and cheese. And as I was talking to this guy, I left Marcus at the seat, and I don't know what Marcus was saying to him, but Marcus was being just so disrespectful to this dude. Marcus just did not care. So this dude, while after I walked past and went to the register, he's still telling Marcus like, oh, you guys need to leave now. And Marcus is like, we're not leaving. And like Marcus was saying that he said like, you're 30 and your full-time job is Panera. So Marcus is just like disrespecting this dude, like, you're nothing to me, like I don't respect you, like all this stuff. So I'm like trying to order, and I'm like, yeah, let me get a bagel and mac and cheese. And the dude's like, nah, this is the other dude who's at the register, because the manager's talking to Marcus. So the other dude is like, I can't give you this food. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, my manager told me I can't. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, he said you guys were loitering, so I can't give you food. I was like, what? I was like, nah. Just put the order through. It's straight. I just talked to him. He's like, nah, man, I just can't do it. You guys can't just come in here and just sit down and not buy anything. I was like, I'm literally trying to buy food now. He's like, but you've been sitting down and you didn't want to buy anything until we made you. I was like, you guys didn't make me buy anything. I walked into this store willingly knowing I was going to buy food. And basically this dude just kept dragging on our conversation and saying, my boss told me not to let you buy anything. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what, you're just useless. So I go back to the other guy, and I'm like, yo, like, this dude's telling me I can't order. And like, you just told us we had to leave if we can't order. And then he was like, yeah, you guys have to leave now. I'm calling the cops. I was like, whoa, what? And like, this is before I knew what Marcus had said to him. I was like, what is this dude talking about? Call the cops. I was like, you can't call the cops. We didn't do anything. And he's claiming that we're loitering, but like, there's literally nobody in Panera at the time. Like, it was like late, and like no one was in there. They were closing in like an hour. There's no one in the store. It was like just me and Marcus and like two other people. So the fact that he could say we were loitering, like, I don't understand. Like, it's not like we were causing a problem. Like, honestly, it's just because we were black. Like, that truly is like why I feel like he did all this. And this dude is like, yeah, I'm calling the cops now. You guys need to leave. I was like, whoa, there's no need to call the cops. I was like, I'm trying to buy food. Like, I tried to settle it out. And then I was like, I looked at Marcus like, maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know. And then this dude was like, yeah, you guys need to leave now. I'm calling the cops. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we just left. And I was like, yeah, that dude was just tripping. We'll just come back another time. So I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 days later. So me and Marcus, we go back to Panera, and I was like, I didn't see the manager at all. So like, you'd notice him. He's like a weird dude. You'd notice if you saw him. So I go to the register and I'm talking to the cashier. I'm like, yeah, I was talking to Marcus. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get that bagel and mac and cheese I didn't get last time. So I'm like, yeah, let me get a cinnamon crunch bagel and some mac and cheese. He was like, the cashier was like, yeah, no problem. They put it in, like, that'll be $8 and whatever, or however much it was. And literally out of nowhere, like, the manager comes out of the shadows. Like, when I tell you he's literally Slender Man, he is Slender Man. Like, he came out of the shadows and just turned off the register that the person was ordering for me on. I was like, what? I looked up and I saw him. He was like, you can't buy food here. I was like, what? I was like, nah, man, I thought we settled what happened yesterday. He was like, no, you guys are both banned here forever. I was like, what? I literally was so shook. I was like, what? I was like, banned forever. I was like, but we didn't do anything. He's like, you guys refused to leave when we told you to, so you're now banned from the store. I was like, what? I was like, refused to leave? I was only refusing to leave because I was trying to buy food from your store. And this dude was like, yeah, nope, you guys are banned forever. So we're like, what? So I was like, all right, whatever. So we left, and we're like, if we come back and he's not there, it honestly shouldn't be a problem. So about like a few days later, this is like the day before spring break, I came back by myself without Marcus, and it was like in the morning before school, so like it's like a few days before spring break or something. And I came in the morning before school. I just came in to get a bagel because I've been craving a god dang cinnamon bagel. And every time I went to Panera, they would tell me I couldn't have it. And I was like, all right, hopefully this manager's not here so I can just get this bagel, because there's no way these other workers know that I'm banned. It's not like they have my face on the wall or something. So This time I was at the register. I actually got my bagel. I got them to place the order. So I'm waiting on the chairs by like the order desk where you pick up your food after it comes out. So the bagel came out. I grabbed it. I was about to walk out the store and all I hear is, "Hey, you." I was like, I turned back and there he was, the cheesy Slender Man manager. He was like, "What are you doing with that bagel?" I was like, "I already paid for it." He was like, "Oh, no, 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 no." He's like, "You can't have that." I was like, "Are you serious about to take this bagel from me? I already paid for it." He's like, he just sighs. He's like, "I can't take the bagel from you, but you're banned from this store. If I ever see you again, I'm calling the cops." I was like, "Nah, dude, trust me." Like I wasn't trying to. I basically hit him with this sob story. I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like I just wanted to have a store where I could come to eat. Like I really love Panera." I basically got all sweet on him, and then he was like, "You know what? I'll reduce your ban to a week." I was like, "All right, bet." I just finessed this dude. Then I was like, "Yo, what about my friend? Can he get his ban reduced to a week too?" Then he was like, "No, that kid's banned for life." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Banned for life?" I was like, "Isn't that a little harsh?" He was like, "Nope, it's not harsh." He utterly disrespected me and refused to leave when I told him to. I was like, and he was like, "If you want him to get any," he's like, if you're smart, you would just leave now." I was like, "All right." So I just left. And after that, I went to Florida for spring break. And when I came back, I never had any problems at Panera again. But yeah, that's the end of the story. That's the time I got banned from Panera and then unbanned. So I guess it's lit. I can go back there right now if I wanted to, but it's all the way in Virginia and I'm in Florida, so I'm not going to do that anytime soon. But hope you guys enjoyed, had fun doing this story. I got tons of more stories, so hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
In a hall, yeah, they never see me in a hall, yeah. I'm so gone, I'm so gone, hope I'm living long. Not me, but I got these veins in my jeans, yeah. Not a fiend, but I got these beans in my jeans, yeah. Sell them all just so I can stun up in the mall, yeah. On a call, yeah, these females always wanna call, yeah. Got a ball, making sure the money never stall, yeah. Stacking tall, going raw on a kick jaw. I'm a dog on my paw, never follow law, yeah. In a hall, yeah, they never see me in a hall, yeah. I'm so gone, hope I'm living long. Come on, you know I could do no wrong. Wrote this when the night was long. Every night she sing my song. Come on, you know I do no wrong. She said she love me long. She know how I go strong. Pulling up so clean, she might tell me to take my shirt off. I hop into the drop, I'm looking mean, I had to skirt off. And while they playing games, you know I'm charging for a feature. My shawty playing games, but she know I don't really need her.